Hello, welcome back to the channel, our Facebook page. Living off the grid here in the Adirondacks. The sun is shining brightly, nicely on my solar panels, so getting a good charge out of that in several ways. Today's video, I'm going to be attempting something I've really never done before. So you gardening aficionados are probably like, oh, doing it all wrong. And maybe I am. If you have some tips, that's great. Last year, I did have some, I attempted, it was just kind of a half-assed effort, to be honest. I got some planters, some of those cloth planter type things, and I had some plants, tomatoes and peppers down on the dock, down at the lake. Lots of sunshine there. And it happened to be a very cloudy, cool, rainy summer last year. And two of the plants, from what I gather, that need hot, sunny weather are peppers and tomatoes. So you can guess how that turned out. It didn't turn out all that well. I did get a few tomatoes and some very small peppers. So I'm going to try to get a jump start on it this year and start from seed. I've never grown plants right from seed before. So I really... it's I don't know how it's going to turn out, but better to try it and fail than to not try it and not have anything. So what I did yesterday, I was at the hardware store and I picked up, well, some potting mix or seed starting potting mix, and they had like planter things, containers, if you will. And they were like $8 a piece. And I had stopped at the dollar store earlier in the day, and they actually had these baking pans on sale. They're 50% off, and all the covers. And I'm like, that's basically the same thing, right? So I'm going to drill some holes in this. And then I've got some sand here. There's this mound of sand that's always been here. I actually want to knock it down a little bit. So I'm going to put a layer of sand at the bottom and the potting mix on top. And I've got some peat moss, and I may mix that in as well. This is what I picked up. I'm going to try peppers again. See how that goes. Got some lettuce and summer squash and broccoli and cucumbers and stuff. So I'm going to get this stuff started, and I'm going away for a little while. For a week, I've got to go over to New Hampshire and get my mom's house all set up. So what I'm going to do, I can't water anything. I've got my jet sleds here that I use for ice fishing and hauling stuff of the lake. I'm going to put these in those and fill the bottom with a little bit of water. And my thought is that the water would get pulled up into the bottom of these as needed. So we'll see. So I've got them in the sleds here. I didn't water them yet. Looking at the planting instructions, are all similar. I can probably do 2 crops. A lot of these are 40. Oh, the broccoli's 71 days. It's going to be tough to get 2 crops out of anything here. Here it is at the end of April. Yesterday morning it was 12 degrees. This morning is a little bit warmer. It was 15 degrees. I'm not naive to think there's a possibility of frost here into June. But with these covered and with the sleds, it's actually portable, so I can slide them in and out of the sun as needed, or even take them inside if we're expecting more cold weather. It's going to be warmer for the next week while I'm gone, so my hope is when I get back, I'll have little sprouts and then deal with it after that. So I'm going to get going and plant the seeds and water it, cover them over, and the idea of the sand is to allow it to drain out, and also to allow water to get pulled up into the container from the sled once I put water in the sled. Put it in the oven. So it's all done. After reading the directions a little more carefully on the bag of potting soil, starter soil, if you will, it said to have it in indirect sunlight or out of direct sunlight. So I moved it from out in the clearing, which I thought would be better, but I can see where they might get overheated in direct sun. So I put it in the shade here next to the house. It's right near the hose, so it'll be easy to water. And also said to ventilate the plastic, so I drilled holes in the tops of the plastic. So I'm going to put water in the sleds before I leave, and hopefully they'll stay hydrated for the next week until I can get back and babysit them. So we'll see how it goes. Lettuce in 2 months. I hope. Yeah, so we'll see. I'm going to get some tomato plants as well. Probably won't do those from scratch. And get those when it starts warming up a little bit more. And once again, if you're watching on YouTube, hit the subscribe button and the like. That'll help out quite a bit, and with the analytics and stuff. So I would appreciate it. Happy gardening.